The world of public safety is no stranger to heroic acts. Every day, first responders around the nation perform under dangerous and stressful conditions. To the public we serve, our friends, parents, spouses, and our children, these acts are nothing less than heroic. But there are some situations and some behaviors that rise above and stand out as testaments to this great profession. Situations that sometimes call for us to go above and beyond the normal call of duty. A call that we answer without hesitation or second thought. These occurrences, although not rare as a whole, can be rare on an individual basis, perhaps occurring only once or twice within a career. Today, we're here to honor a group who have received and answered this call. Hello and welcome to the 2021 Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Medal Day Awards ceremony. My name is Nick Morgado, Division Chief of Training and Safety, and a member of Miami-Dade Fire Rescue's Board of Meritorious Service. It is my honor to be your master of ceremonies today and be part of this ceremony that has become an MDFR tradition. For many years, members of Miami-Dade Fire Rescue were recognized for their service above and beyond the call of duty with the distinction of Firefighter of the Month. However, this award went only to a single firefighter, leaving many deserving individuals unrecognized. In April of 2000, several MDFR personnel met for the first time to consider how to better recognize the men and women that serve our community. This resulted in the establishment of the Board of Merit, comprised of 17 members, both sworn and non. The very first Medal Day ceremony took place in 2002, marking this year the 19th Medal Day ceremony, recognizing individual employees and their crews who perform acts of bravery, meritorious service, and have demonstrated excellence in the workplace. Please rise for the presentation of colors by Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Honor Guard and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everyone, please take your seats. Good morning. My name is Izar Vimansud, and I am a firefighter and chaplain for Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. It is my honor and privilege to be here with you today. John Wesley once said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, and to all the people you can, as long as ever you can." Today, these individuals being recognized accomplished what needed to be done, not for the hopes of recognition, but to make a difference in the life and the outcome of those they were sworn to protect. There's no way of knowing what kind of emergencies one will respond to on any given day, so it's important to already make the decision to know how you will react when the time comes. Each medal handed out today represents a life that was touched, and that is truly a reason to celebrate. May we always be ready and proud to serve. Let us pray. Creator of all things, we thank you for this day and for your love and faithfulness. We know that where two or more are gathered together in your name, there you are with us. We ask for your hedge of protection to cover our families and our lives, Your word says to be anxious for nothing, but in all things with thanksgiving, to make our requests known to you, and your peace, which surpasses all understanding, would guard our hearts and minds. We pray for your peace to wash over us now. As the storms of life are sure to come, we thank you that you're the one who controls the wind and waves. We pray for strength for all those who have answered the call to step into the darkness in order to be a light. Thank you once again that you are our ever-present help in times of trouble, and you can restore the years that the locusts have eaten away. In your name we pray. Amen.
Now I would like to introduce the Fire Chief and his staff. We have on stage Fire Chief Alan Kaminsky, Assistant Chief of Operations Ray Jadala, Assistant Chief of Support Services Chief Darren Williams, Assistant Chief of Technical Services Chief Greg Rubin, Chief Financial Officer Scott Mendelsberg, and our Director of Emergency Management Frank Rollison. It is now my pleasure to introduce Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, who is joining us virtually.
Hello everyone, it is very wonderful to join you virtually for the first ever virtual Medal Day. While this ceremony looks a bit different this year, I am grateful for the technology that allows us to still come together for these important moments. This past year has been anything but easy, especially for our frontline heroes. All of you, the men and women of our fire department, have gone above and beyond the ordinary call of duty, putting your own lives at risk during this pandemic. You wake up every day ready and willing to service our community, not in search of recognition, but instinctively. And every time you run toward danger, every time you put your life at risk, you remind us that your courage and humility is what is the highest form of citizenship. It's your bravery and service to our community that reminds us that loving our county means loving one another. So to all the recipients of today's award, we honor you for your exceptional service and outstanding bravery in the presence of extreme, life-threatening, and great personal danger. But the truth is, there is no tribute that can truly match the magnitude of your service and your sacrifice. I'm deeply grateful to all of you for keeping Miami-Dade County safe. And on behalf of our entire county, I want to say a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for your dedication, thank you for your service, and thank you for all that you and your families do each and every day for all of us.
Also joining us virtually, Chairman and Commissioner for District 12, Jose Pepe Diaz.
Congratulations to all the Medal Award recipients for your exceptional service and leadership by going above and beyond the call of duty. It is heroes like you that set the example for our future generations. You are the best of the best, and I thank you for what you do every day, for your service and dedication to the residents of Miami-Dade County. Thank you once again.
Commissioner for District 4, Sally Heyman.
I'm County Commissioner Sally Heyman. Every day you make a difference in the job you do. Congratulations to the award recipients for your exceptional efforts. Be safe and continue to do great things.
Commissioner for District 5, Aline Higgins.
Every day you walk into the unknown to help our residents. You're my hero, you're their hero. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much.
Commissioner for District 8, Danielle Cohen-Higgins.
Good afternoon, Miami-Dade Fire Rescue and our hardworking and brave firefighters. I am your Commissioner, Danielle Cohen-Higgins, proudly representing the hardworking residents of South Dade and District 8. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate you and the award recipients for Medal Day. Thank you for your bravery and for your service.
Commissioner for District 11, Joe Martinez.
Congratulations to all the medal winners on Medal Days. You should be very proud of what you have accomplished. Not only is it a personal accolade, but you got it because you helped somebody, because you saved a life, because you did something that we are all very proud in Miami-Dade County. So God bless you and be well.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce our Fire Chief, Chief Alan Kaminsky.
Thank you. Welcome families, friends, and my brother and sister firefighters to this very special occasion that is Medal Day. For 18 consecutive years, we have gathered in person to honor our bravest for their heroism, compassion, and outstanding dedication to service. Today, on the 19th year of our Medal Day tradition, despite challenges and COVID restrictions, we found new ways to continue our long-standing tradition of recognizing these brave men and women for their meritorious efforts, which is truly something that I take to heart. Today you will hear stories of heroism, compassion, and outstanding achievements. And I am confident that every recipient would say, I was just doing my job. This is a job that requires unparalleled bravery every day. These personnel perform their job in the presence of personal danger, going above and beyond the ordinary call of duty. By putting their life on the line for a total stranger in order to save their life and to protect their property. MDFR's motto is always ready, proud to serve. And each and every one of these honorary recipients represents this motto. Their everyday commitment to service is indicative of how our department operates as a whole. Because that's what we do. And because that's who we are. Every day we proudly serve to help our fellow man. And today's recipients have done exactly that. Our Board of Merit was created to recognize those individuals for going above and beyond. And the best part of the process is that the nominations are submitted by their peers and voted on by their peers. For this reason, the Board of Merit continues to be one of the most successful programs in our department. And as your fire chief, I couldn't be prouder of what Medal Day has become. And I look forward to what the future will bring. This is due to the dedication and hard work of each of the volunteer Board of Merit members, who I'm also honored to recognize today. Thank you for your service. In closing, again, I congratulate all our honorary recipients for their meritorious efforts, selfless acts, and devotion to duty. I'm proud of each and every one of you and truly honored to be your fire chief. I'd like to close with a quote that to me explains today's recipients have done to earn this recognition. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who did it. Autograph your work with excellence. Congratulations again. Thank you, and stay safe.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Chairman of the Board of Merit, Chief Roger Van Damis.
Always ready, proud to serve. We protect people, property, and the environment by providing responsive, professional, and humanitarian fire rescue services essential to the public health, safety, and well-being. This is the mission statement of Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Department. The Board of Merit was set up to recognize those who have placed others above self and answered the call for help of their fellow citizens. This past year showed the dedication of all our members to serve the public, even when the dangers are unknown to us. While I know most will say that they were just doing their job, someone took the time to submit your names and your actions, and fellow co-workers felt recognition was warranted on your actions. For all of those we help, we could not do our jobs without the support of the most important people to us, our families. They too have shown their support for us and their community by their love and support of us. To all the family members, I would like to say your love and support is worth more than you might imagine. For that, I would like to say thank you. To those receiving awards, be proud of your work. Be proud of your dedication and your selflessness, and I am sure your family will be proud of your actions as well.
Thank you, Chief Van Damis. And on behalf of Miami-Dade Fire Rescue, I would like to thank all members of the Board of Merit. And now to present our award recipients, I would like to introduce retired Lieutenant Rick Ramirez.
Unit Citation. Rescue 1, Lieutenant German Sanchez. Firefighter Pablo Argulo Incir. Firefighter Darwin Villavicencio. Platform 64, Lieutenant Charles Gardner. Driver-Operator Casio Vargas. Firefighter Philip Calesar. Firefighter Christopher Albuquerque. Battalion 14, Chief Anthony Garcia. Life-Saving Award, Chief Anthony Garcia. Firefighter Ivan Acebo. Firefighter Darwin Villavicencio. At 1:30 on January 1st, 2019, Platform 64 was dispatched to a dive assignment involving a vehicle in a lake. Platform 64 arrived, performed a scene size-up, and advised that one vehicle was in a lake and that possibly 2 victims were in the vehicle. Platform 64 requested air rescue and set up the scene for a dive assignment. Battalion 14 arrived a minute later as the only diver on scene. Engine 1 and Rescue 1 arrived with 2 divers that were ready and entered the water along with Battalion 14 to search for the vehicle. Firefighter Acibio and Firefighter Villavicencio quickly found a female victim out of the vehicle and handed her to Chief Garcia, who was on the surface of the water. Chief Garcia advised the divers to check for a second victim while he swam the first victim to shore and handed her to Lieutenant Gardner and crew. Lieutenant Gardner had already had the medical equipment and Rescue 44 in position to receive and treat the victim who was not breathing. Rescue 44 and crew began CPR on the victim and attached their Lucas device to assist. After approximately a minute or so of treatment by Rescue 44, the victim's vital signs began to improve and was transported to the emergency room. The search continued for a second victim near the vehicle as Battalion 4 arrived as another diver and teamed up with Battalion 14 to search a different area of the lake. Chief Torres and Chief Garcia located a second victim away from the vehicle on the floor of the lake and swam the victim to shore, where Rescue 26 was ready to treat and transport. A follow-up was done with the hospital a few days later. The first victim was reported to be still in critical condition, but improving daily. Unfortunately, the second victim was pronounced deceased shortly after arriving by hospital staff. For showing excellence in teamwork, the crews of Rescue 1, Platform 64, and Battalion 14 are awarded a unit citation. For their quick response to rescue operations, Chief Garcia, Firefighter Acebo, and Firefighter Villavicencio are presented with a life-saving award. Unit citation. Engine 8, Lieutenant Heinrich Orth, Driver-Operator Alexander Ackerman, Firefighter Sean Banks, Firefighter Carl Cummings, Aerial 19, Lieutenant Eric Sada, Driver-Operator Cesar Garcia, Firefighter Scott Walker, Firefighter Alberto Rodriguez. At 12:33 hours on November 6, 2019, Engine 8 responded to a fall at the construction site of the J.W. Marriott Tidal Cove Water Park and found a construction worker with a broken femur who had fallen 10 feet into an underground vault that only had openings at the top. Engine 8 requested a technical rescue assignment and then deployed their ladder into the vault and entered to access the victim. Soon after, Aerial 19 arrived and used their specialized equipment to assist Engine 8, stabilize the scene, and remove the victim safely. Aerial 19 used the ram fan and monitors and detected carbon monoxide and low oxygen levels. Engine 8 in turn placed the victim on oxygen and began treating the femur fracture, while Aerial 19 efficiently set up for a confined space rescue. Aerial 19 along with Engine 8 were able to safely enter the vault, treat the victim, and remove the victim vertically through the openings. The victim was then transported to a trauma center for further treatment. For their combined teamwork to safely remove a trapped victim from a toxic environment, the crews of Engine 8 and Aerial 19 are receiving a Unit Citation Award. Unit Citation. Engine 10, Lieutenant Elliot Campbell, Driver-Operator Regine Georges, Firefighter Enfield Cole, Firefighter Luciana Genova, Rescue 10, Captain Cheryl Arcan, Firefighter Brigitte Walters, Firefighter Kenneth Vigil. Employee Excellence, all crew members previously listed. On April 20th, 2019, both units from Station 10 responded to Sunny Isles Beach on reports that a woman had been impaled by an umbrella that was blown by high winds. On arrival, the units were met by Ocean Rescue lifeguards and transplant surgeon Dr. Michael J. Goldstein, who just happened to be in the area, who were stabilizing the umbrella that had went through the victim's neck and into her chest. Engine 10 immediately called a trauma alert and began setting up their extrication tools to cut the umbrella to a manageable size for transport. Simultaneously, Rescue 10 took over stabilization, secured the scene, and began medical treatment. A brief decision was had between Engine 10 and the surgeon on scene as to which would be the best way to cut the umbrella causing the least amount of damage. Weight distribution, amount of torque, as well as where major arteries and vessels were located were discussed. It was decided that 2 cuts would be made and were done successfully without causing further damage. A pertinent part of the call was that the victim was conscious and alert the entire time and was able to communicate with rescuers. The victim was transported to the trauma center and later released with no complications and made a full recovery. For working together with the physician who happened to be there to mitigate this very serious situation, the crews of Engine 10 and Rescue 10 are receiving a unit citation and Employee Excellence Award. Unit Citation, Ladder 66, Lieutenant Alfredo Davis, Driver-Operator Bobby Mills, Firefighter Donald Willis, Firefighter James Evans, Rescue 6, Lieutenant Alejandro Ramon, Firefighter Stephen Jenkins, Firefighter Rafael Rodriguez. On March 5th, 2020, Ladder 66 and Rescue 6 responded to reports of a 3-year-old girl drowning in a community pool. Ladder 66 arrived first and found an unresponsive girl in respiratory arrest. The crew immediately began CPR and ALS treatment. The victim was transferred to Rescue 6 for continued treatment and transport to the nearest hospital. Prior to arriving at the hospital, the victim's condition had improved and she now was showing signs of circulation. The victim was then transported via Air Rescue South to Nicholas Children's Hospital, where she remained intubated in their ICU. Approximately 8 days later, the victim, whose name is Emily, was still being monitored but no longer intubated, and it was reported that she would make a full recovery as a direct result of actions taken by the crews that responded. For their quick response and teamwork, the crews of Ladder 66 and Rescue 6 are recognized with a unit citation and a life-saving award. Unit Citation, Engine 2, Lieutenant Jesse Alvarez, Firefighter Felix Oscar, Firefighter Christian Guadarrama, Firefighter Fernando Bosch, Rescue 202, Captain Michael Ung, Firefighter Ryan Alvarez, Firefighter Michael Enriquez. On August 8, 2019, Engine 2 and Rescue 202 arrived first on a motor vehicle crash and found a single SUV versus a large concrete pillar. The SUV had major intrusion to the front end, resulting in a male victim being pinned in the driver's seat, trapped by the dashboard. Captain Ung established command and assigned his crew to access the victim and provide treatment while Engine 2 was deployed as the extrication group and began by efficiently stabilizing the vehicle. Once Rescue 202 gained access to the victim, it was reported that the victim's condition was deteriorating. Engine 2 worked rapidly and effectively with their hydraulic tools and was able to safely remove the victim onto a long spine board for transport. A follow-up with the trauma center revealed that the victim had extensive amount of internal bleeding due to a ruptured spleen and multiple liver lacerations as well as a fractured femur. The victim received multiple surgeries over the course of several days and was deemed stable as a direct result of the actions and interventions performed on scene by the crews. Due to the efficient work of Engine 2 and Rescue 202, both units are being awarded a unit citation. Unit Citation, Ladder 31, Lieutenant Christina Butzer, Driver-Operator Casio Vargas, Firefighter Jason Davis, Firefighter Bolding Lagur, Aerial 19, Lieutenant Patricio Alvarado, Driver-Operator Romelio Cejas, Firefighter Roberto Ortega, Firefighter Sebastian Verdura, Engine 20, Captain Ciro Sotomayor, Driver-Operator Daniel Fernandez, Firefighter Victor Blanco, Firefighter Jose Martinez. On July 2nd, 2020, at approximately 10 in the morning, the units listed were dispatched to a motor vehicle accident with reports of a victim trapped inside. On arrival, it was confirmed there was a victim inside trapped by the crushed dashboard and in critical condition. The units began patient care inside the vehicle and began extricating the critical patient. Aerial 19 arrived moments later and assisted Ladder 31 and Engine 20 in successfully removing the victim from the vehicle, and Rescue 18 was then able to transport the victim to the trauma center for further care and treatment. For showing teamwork and excellent patient care, the crews of Ladder 31, Aerial 19, and Engine 20 are receiving a unit citation. Unit Citation, Air Rescue South, David Shapson, Enrique Gonzalez, Frank DeSimone, James Hunter. Employee Excellence, Pilot James Hunter. On April 30th, 2019, Air Rescue South was dispatched to a brush fire to provide water drops. Air Rescue South was advised that forestry also had air assets performing drops as well. Radio contact was made with the other air units using a common talk-around frequency and allowed Air Rescue South to communicate with the other aircraft and operate safely. Command advised that the fire was not able to be reached by ground units and was moving towards one of the Miccosukee villages. Air Rescue South ordered US 41 be shut down and landed there to set up the bucket for water drops just east of the village and thus preventing the fire from damaging the village. Pilot Hunter's knowledge and experience fighting fire using the bucket system was a key factor in saving these homes. For their quick actions and high skill level, the crew of Air Rescue South will receive a unit citation. For his expertise and experience to mitigate the situation, Pilot James Hunter is also receiving an Employee Excellence Award. Unit citation, Engine 54, Lieutenant Omar Vega, Driver-Operator Anthony Hunter, Firefighter Robert McCary, Firefighter Todd Zuccaro, Platform 26, Captain Daniel Palacio, Driver-Operator Michael Conward, Firefighter Alexander Sada, Firefighter Camilo Ortiz, Battalion 3, Chief Chad Hooten, Life-Saving, Lieutenant Omar Vega, Firefighter Robert McCary, Firefighter Todd Zuccaro, Captain Daniel Palacio, Firefighter Alexander Sada, Firefighter Camilo Ortiz, Firefighter Ellie Cadet. On April 1st, 2020, multiple units responded to a house fire in Miami Gardens with several victims reported to be trapped. Engine 54 and Platform 26 arrived to a home that had heavy smoke and flames visible at the front of the home. Lieutenant Omar Vega assumed command and was immediately greeted by frantic family members, screaming that there were children inside. Command was transferred to Battalion 3 while Engine 54 entered the home as the fire attack grew. While advancing the line, they discovered Victim 1, a 7-year-old boy crawling near the front door. Lieutenant Vega and Firefighter McCary removed the victim and got him to Rescue 54 for treatment while Firefighter Zuccaro attacked the fire and was able to knock it down, allowing conditions to improve, while Firefighters Vega and McCary returned to continue searching. Simultaneously, Platform 26, who was on the Charlie side, also entered to search for victims. Aerial 19 and Engine 11 set up a medical treatment area and began to treat another victim, a 9-year-old boy who forced his way out of the home through a closed aluminum awning and suffered severe lacerations to his legs. Lieutenant Vega and Firefighter McCary discovered another victim, a 13-year-old boy lying on the floor and semi-conscious. Around the same time, Captain Palacio, Firefighter Sada, and Firefighter Ortiz found another victim, a disabled adult male lying in a bed in a smoke-filled room. Both these victims were rescued and taken to the treatment area. Meanwhile, Firefighter Zuccaro single-handedly extinguished the bulk of the fire, and it was announced under control. The search continued, and Firefighter McCary found another victim, a 9-month-old baby lying on top of the bed, and Lieutenant Vega found a 9-year-old boy lying under a pile of clothes. Both victims were rescued and taken to the treatment area. Lieutenant Vega and Firefighter McCary went back inside and teamed up with Firefighter Zuccaro and Firefighter Cadet from Aerial 19, and they all found the final victim, a 16-year-old female. Captain Palacio and his crew assisted with removing the final victim, which required moving furniture and clearing a path for the victim. Captain Palacio and crew then did a secondary search and advised all victims were out of the house. Due to these actions, all 7 victims were treated, transported, and have since fully recovered from the incident. Due to the excellent teamwork and highly traumatizing situation involving children, the crews of Engine 54, Platform 26, and Battalion 3 are receiving a unit citation. Additionally, Captain Palacio, Lieutenant Vega, and Firefighters McCary, Zuccaro, Sada, Ortiz, and Cadet are awarded the Life-Saving Medal. Unit citation, Engine 76, Lieutenant Adam Brom, Driver-Operator Keisha Wilson, Firefighter Patrick Belus, Purple Heart, Firefighter David Gonzalez. On January 14th, 2020, Engine 76 responded to a call for a person stuck in an elevator at Neiman Marcus in the Bell Harbor Shops. During efforts to get the occupant out of the stuck elevator, firefighter Gonzalez fell 3 floors down the open elevator shaft, sustaining major injuries. Lieutenant Brom immediately called a mayday and declared a trauma alert over the radio. Driver-operator Wilson heard the call and rushed in with all the needed medical equipment and met firefighter Gonzalez on the ground level and began evaluating and treating him. Firefighter Gonzalez had sustained multiple serious injuries to all 4 extremities, his pelvis, and his head. Firefighter Gonzalez was treated on the scene and transported via Rescue 76 and then Air Rescue North to the trauma center while accompanied by Lieutenant Brom. For their expert care of one of our own, the crew of Engine 76 is presented a unit citation. For his sacrifice and determination in his attempt to rescue an endangered citizen, which resulted in great permanent bodily harm to himself, Firefighter David Gonzalez is being presented the Purple Heart Award. Employee Excellence, Firefighter Nicholas Garofalo. On February 5, 2020, Engine 2 arrived on a motor vehicle collision in which one of the vehicles was fully involved in fire and the other contained a trapped victim that was being exposed to that fire. Firefighter Garofalo assessed the victim's level of entrapment and urgent need to be evacuated from the path of the fire. Firefighter Garofalo then placed himself between the victim and the fire as a shield and was able to disentangle her and remove her through the passenger side window. Firefighter Garofalo executed this rescue with skill, compassion, and with risk to his own personal safety. In recognition of his swift actions and placing himself as a barrier to help a victim escape danger, Firefighter Garofalo is receiving an Employee Excellence Award. Unit Citation, Engine 54, Lieutenant Richenor Dufresne. Driver-Operator Robert Borowski, Firefighter Michael Holliday, Firefighter Clinton Foster, Rescue 54, Lieutenant Trevor Hoadley, Firefighter Andrew Edmond, Firefighter Jennifer Camacho. Life-Saving Award, all crew members previously listed. On June 16, 2020, both Engine and Rescue 54 responded to reports of a cardiac arrest and found a 56-year-old male unresponsive. Both units teamed up and began CPR and other advanced life-saving techniques. During transport to the hospital, the patient's condition improved, and he was now showing signs of life and circulation. According to a nurse at the hospital, the patient later received 2 stents and was awake and talking by the end of the day. For their teamwork, which resulted in a positive outcome by saving a life, the crews of Engine 54 and Rescue 54 are receiving a unit citation and also a life-saving award. Life-saving. Engine 37, Lieutenant Raul Perez, Driver-Operator Oscar Brito, Firefighter Mario Blanco, Firefighter Stephen Whitehurst, Rescue 37, Lieutenant Mario Santana, Lieutenant Daniel Alaman, Firefighter Oscar Almeida. On July 17, 2020, Station 37 responded to a call for Miami-Dade Fire Rescue's very own Anselmo Al Alvarez, who had suffered a massive heart attack. Al's wife, Julie, who witnessed the event, activated the 911 system and began CPR on her husband and gave him a much better chance of survival. Station 37 arrived and continued the CPR started by Mrs. Alvarez and began other advanced life-saving techniques and treatment on scene. While transporting to the hospital, Al's condition began to improve as Al was showing signs of circulation before arriving at the hospital. Eventually, Al was released from the hospital and able to fully recover with no neurological deficits. Thanks to the tireless, cohesive teamwork by both crews, Engine 37 and Rescue 37 are receiving a life-saving award. Unit Citation, Engine 2, Captain Kevin Attai, Driver-Operator LaFonte Dorival, Firefighter Alexander Garcia, Firefighter Carlo Galucio, Rescue 202, Lieutenant Louis Feliciano, Firefighter Kirk Orr, Firefighter Ja'Cory Harris, Fire Investigator Lieutenant Gary Windsor. On July 25, 2020, Engine 2 and Rescue 202, along with multiple other units, responded to a scene where 4 victims were found shot. Engine 2 established command and the crews began assessing the victims' injuries and conditions. Of the victims, 2 were kids, a 7-year-old girl who was shot in the head and a 1-year-old boy shot in the leg. With time of the essence, the decision was made by Lieutenant Feliciano to transport both ALS pediatric patients to the trauma center on Rescue 202 to give them the best chance of survival. Of the other 2 victims on the scene, one included a 30-year-old female with a lung injury needing life-saving interventions and was decompressed by firefighter Galucio from Engine 2 and Lieutenant Windsor, who was nearby and placed himself on the call. The actions of the crews mentioned gave all the victims their best chance to survive and received quite a bit of media attention. Due to their quick and decisive actions, the crews of Engine 2 and Rescue 202, along with fire investigator Lieutenant Gary Windsor, are awarded a unit citation. Major Campaign, Urban Search and Rescue's Florida Task Force 1, Chiefs Brandon Webb, Jason Richard, Captain Christopher Martindale, Shane Anderson, Miles Kaplan, Kristen Labrada, Eric Sada, Lieutenants Christopher Bacori, Brandy Pasternoster, Jairo Rodriguez, firefighters Richard Chung, Alexander Gomez, Alexander Rivas, David Albert, and Dr. Benjamin Abo. On September 5, 2019, 15 members of Florida Task Force 1 were chosen to represent Miami-Dade in a joint humanitarian aid campaign along with the city of Miami. The 15 members went via ferry to Freeport, Grand Bahama, with minimal provisions and equipment to operate with. For the 5 days the team was on the foreign island, they conducted recon, searched hundreds of damaged homes for victims, cleared roadways of debris, and provided much-needed humanitarian aid as well as getting water and food to people in need. They also assisted a small resort that was sheltering stranded American citizens in getting tankers of fresh water to enable them to operate. The team is being recognized for being able to accomplish so much while working with so little. The team was logistically on their own in a foreign country with no security, electricity, or running water, all while living off the provisions carried in by backpack. For a job well done in representing Miami-Dade Fire Rescue and a positive light while assisting another country and its citizens in a time of need, the 15 members of Florida Task Force 1 are receiving a major campaign award. Employee Excellence, Chief Armando Pesaturo. On July 4, 2020, Jerry Bart, a fellow Miami-Dade Fire Rescue firefighter, was lying his father to rest following a very tragic accident. The morning of the funeral, Chief Pesaturo reached out and organized for an entire battalion to respond to and show respect to our fellow firefighter and his family. Chief Pesaturo, with permission from the family, also supplied each firefighter a rose to place upon Jerry's father's casket to pay further tribute. Chief Pesaturo organized a very thoughtful and compassionate plan that the Bart family was grateful for in their time of grief. For going above and beyond when one of our firefighter families needed it most, and due to the thoughtful actions of Chief Pesaturo, he is being recognized with an Employee Excellence Award. Campaign, Chief Andy Alvarez, Captains Jason Fernandez, Robert Cardenas, Ocean Rescue Lieutenants Marcos Orquera, Grace Wilson, Tiago Chose, Alex DeCamillas, CSS Brittany Davis, Lifeguards Renee Garcia Rivas, Andres Casada, Douglas Martinez, Danielle Demora, Lars Cavales, Manuel Rodriguez Argulo, Giancarlo Mesa, Zachary Cabrera, Christoph Haresh, Lance Ortega, Eduardo Corbello, Austin Arietta, Franklin Espinosa, Evelyn Argulo, Michelle Hernandez Alvarez, Hannah Millard, Francisco Piera, Jacob Becerra, Sebastian Bello, Dario Franco, Veronica Grulash, Christopher Gutierrez, Brian Rufo Morero, Jose Villavicencio. During the beginning of the outbreak of COVID-19, when testing sites were first being implemented, it was discovered that homebound seniors and other individuals that were unable or incapable of getting to a test site were not going to be tested. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue was tasked with offering some sort of in-home test for these individuals, as they may have been at the greatest risk in regards to complications associated with COVID-19. Chief Alvarez offered a solution that included training ocean rescue staff to complete this task while beaches were closed anyways under emergency orders. With the full support of the fire chief, Captain Fernandez and Captain Cardenas were assigned the duty of creating the operation from scratch. The process was dynamic and constantly needed to be adjusted to overcome different obstacles. The ocean rescue staff that stepped up to work these assignments exhibited a devotion to duty and a service above and beyond to their community. The ocean rescue personnel risked their own personal safety when entering homes where some of the most symptomatic patients needed testing. With the entire team's hard work and dedication, they have tested over 5,000 at-risk citizens in Miami-Dade and counting. For responding to the needs of the community during uncertain times and a virus that, at that time, little was known about, these individuals placed themselves and their health at great risk. All those whose name was called are receiving a major campaign award. Life-saving, Engine 58, Lieutenant Salvador Hernandez, Driver-Operator Xavier Sanchez, Firefighter Kevin Adams, Firefighter Michael Sanchez, Rescue 58, Lieutenant Tammy Napoles, Firefighter Alejandro Alvarez, Firefighter David Fernandez. On August 25, 2020, Station 58 responded to a call for a 21-year-old who had possibly been electrocuted. The units found a victim in traumatic arrest deep inside a warehouse that was under construction. It was reported that the victim fell from scaffolding approximately 20 feet high while performing electrical work. The crews worked efficiently and effectively to deliver life-saving care to the victim. The arrest was challenging as many different cardiac rhythms were witnessed during the treatment. While transporting to the hospital, approximately 25 minutes into the code, the victim began showing signs of life and circulation. The victim was taken to a trauma center, and the staff there praised the crews for an outstanding effort to save the man's life. A follow-up with the hospital was done, and the young man is expected to make a full recovery with no neurological deficits thanks to the efforts of everyone involved. For showing excellent medical skills and unwavering teamwork, the crews of Engine 58 and Rescue 58 are recognized with a life-saving award.
There are many successful people, but there are few who surpass excellence. Now it is our pleasure to present two very special individuals with the Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is given to recognize and honor personnel who have made a difference in MDFR, the fire service, and the community we serve. This award provides recognition to an individual who has provided dedicated and outstanding service at all levels of the organization for a sustained period of time. In addition, these individuals have demonstrated an outstanding career of achievements that has significantly promoted the profession to the public and other fire service professionals. As Captain Gabe Nemeth's 30-year career with Miami-Dade Fire Rescue comes to a close with his retirement, we would like to recognize all the achievements on the department's behalf for all his fellow brother and sisters in the fire service. His success is no accident. It is the result of high intention, sincere effort, pride for this department, extreme passion for the fire service, and most noticeable, his intense focus. Obviously, we know Captain Gabe as the station captain of Firehouse 3, where he has led the maintenance and upkeep on the 9/11 Memorial Station and trucks. He has also worked on many behind-the-scenes events for our members and the community. His countless volunteer hours with the Honor Flight over the years has had countless Miami-Dade Fire Rescue personnel escort our war veterans to Washington, D.C.'s War Memorial. He has been a principal member of Local 1403, serving as a secretary, along with being the chair of the Elections Committee, and he also serves on the local's Museum Committee. For the members of our fire department, he is the chair of the Brotherhood Initiative, established to help our members when they are having difficult times at life and at work. For the Hispanic American Firefighters Association, he has coordinated and run the annual Christmas event at the Miami Sea Aquarium for children with special needs. Captain Nemeth has also been a longtime member of the USAR team, deployed to assist where needed on behalf of Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. For his outstanding service and dedication to MDFR, Fire Chief Alan Kaminsky presents Captain Gabe Nemeth with the Lifetime Achievement Award. Lieutenant Eddie Ballister. Throughout his 34-year career, Lieutenant Ballister's undying devotion to improving all aspects of pre-hospital care have proven to offer Miami-Dade County citizens and visitors emergency medical services that have been second to none. From the start of his career as a student for EMS program at Miami-Dade Community College and a recruit with Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Class 60, Lieutenant Ballister has proven to be a visionary that leads by example. Throughout his career, Lieutenant Ballister has identified new ideas and concepts that would ultimately change or improve practices in EMS. Lieutenant Ballister has also spearheaded some very important initiatives, such as the MDFR Bioethical Committee. He has developed several child injury prevention programs such as CPR and first aid programs, the Poison Prevention Initiative, Child-Proofing the Home, Child Safety Restraint Device Education and Inspections, the Safe Sitter programs, and a drowning prevention initiative which ultimately led to Miami-Dade County's Board of County Commission to proclaim April Pools Day on April 1st, 1995, in observance to educate the public about injury prevention and help save lives. He has served Miami-Dade Fire Rescue in the following capacities: Rescue 3 Lieutenant, Rescue Training Officer, Training Division Instructor, Motorcycle Emergency Response Team, MDFR's Public Information Officer for 15 years, Logistical Services Research and Development Lieutenant, EMS Support Research and Development Lieutenant. But these are just a few highlights in Lieutenant Ballister's career. For his outstanding service and dedication to MDFR, EMS, and the fire service, Fire Chief Alan Kaminsky presents Lieutenant Eddie Ballister with the Lifetime Achievement Award. This concludes our 2021 Medal Day ceremony. Congratulations to all the recipients, and thank you for joining us today. Be safe.